Okay, I want to look at unit rates, and we've been doing these, but I want to review in a way that explains it more specifically. So we're spiraling back. We've been doing unit rates. Some of you have worked on them in their book, but I want to go in and do a little more very specific kinds of things so we understand the place division has in finding the unit rate. And you can see right here, this is like the most important piece on the whole worksheet. It says the order of labels when you divide is the order of the labels in your answer. So what they're saying is the order you divide in decides your label. So in this first one, in number 1, I have pencils for gotchas. Okay, so I have pencils and I have gotchas. These are my two variables. I got this variable and I got this. So I got pencils and gotchas. And you'll notice that in the first place, in the first one, I have divided 5 divided by 10, which means I've divided pencils divided by gotchas. And my label is pencil per gotchas. In the second one, I've divided gotchas by pencils. Okay, 10 gotchas divided by 5 pencils. And my label is gotchas per pencils. So, and I have done in both of them, I've showed also the proportional way that you can find that. But I'd like to go into each one and do them up here on the side so you can see, as you should have done them on your paper. Okay, so let's look at problem 2. So what we have is 5.5 miles in 35 minutes. Okay, so we're here. So we want miles per minute. So that means that that's gonna be 5.5. And you could change that to a decimal or keep it like that, divided by 35. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing miles divided by minutes. And I'm going to wind up here with 0.03 miles per minute. Okay, and if I want minutes per mile, then I'm switching it. I'm saying 35 minutes divided by 5.5 miles. And then I would get there 6.36 minutes per mile. So you can see that when I'm dividing, I'm thinking, what do I want? So let's look at number 3. Number 3 is a very kind of life thing. Okay, so it might seem more familiar to you. I'm saying it cost me $12 for 4 gallons of gas. Okay, so there you go. That's $4 a gas. So I want how much money it's costing me per gallon. So I'm taking the money and I'm dividing it by the gallons. Okay, so that's the order I'm dividing. So I'm dividing $12 divided by 4 gallons. And my answer is going to be $3 per gallon. Okay, so there we go there. If I want gallons per dollar, if I just have $1 and I'm going to the gas station and want to see what I can get, okay, I'm going to divide gallons by dollars. So I'm going to divide 4 gallons divided by $12. And I'm going to get 0.33 gallons, or a third of a gallon, per dollar. Okay, so you notice that I have, when I'm writing that in here, I'm writing 33 cents, okay, 33 cents, because this is money. No, 33 gallons, sorry, per $1. All right, so there's what we're doing there. And I'm going to fill this in so you can see what you should have here. You should have 6.36 minutes per mile. And I often put that line there. Sometimes I put the line, sometimes I put per. It's the same thing. It means the same thing. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one is very similar. Notice the numbers are the same. 12 minutes, 4 passing periods. Okay, so really my answer is going to be the same. Only the 3 is going to be 3 minutes per passing period, per 1 passing period. Okay, and I'm taking a 12 and I'm dividing it by 4. In the second one, I'm taking 4 and dividing it by 12, so that would be 0.33 passing periods per 1 minute. All right, so, this is how the dividing makes the difference. Now, in the next one, I'm going to do it with the dividing, and I'm also going to do it with a proportion, so you can see how that relates. So, because I think some people can see it better that way. So, in this case, I have 10 popsicles for $2. So, if I divide popsicles, if I want popsicles per dollar, I'm going to divide popsicles divided by dollars, and I will get 5 popsicles for $1. Okay, because I'm dividing 10 divided by 2. If I want dollars per popsicle or cost per popsicle, I'm going to divide $2 divided by 10, which would be 0.2, right, which would be 20 cents per popsicle. And that's how we do it there. But let's look at it as a proportion. In this one, it would be 10 popsicles for $2. And if I want to get to $1, I'm dividing by 2. So I divide the top by 2, and I would get 5. And that's how it would look like in a proportion. And on the other side, if I had 10 popsicles, I can still write it the same here. I'll write it the same. $2, and I want 1 popsicle, okay, per popsicle, I'm dividing by 10. So I would divide the bottom by 10, and I would get 20 cents. So that's how it looks in both ways. I'm either dividing or I'm setting up in a proportion. But the most different way of doing it would be without a proportion, because in 6th grade, you should have set up proportions to get unit rates or done a rate table. But in this case, they're also showing you how to get it by dividing. And so the order you divide in decides the label. If I want gallons per mile, I need to divide gallons by miles. If I want the cost per pound, I'm dividing the money divided by the pounds. I divide in the order of the label I want.